respectively. Styles making his way here from Delaware, qualified at one of the last chance qualifiers, which is a pretty stacked tournament. And Warner being one of the vote-in players and the only one of the vote-in players to take a set.
Yeah, I think the only one left in bracket, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Boat, that's my guy. Showed up in a Palutena cosplay.
He is still wearing the cosplay, I believe.
Somewhere. But getting into this game at number 1 here, seeing even interactions here. Going back to PS2, we are Smash players. We love PS2.
Yeah, Warner successfully finding that up smash, but you can see Styles looking for those up airs, anything to sort of keep his space on the stage. And you can see a lot of these crouches actually from Styles, because knowing that he's such a small character, he can just make himself even flatter. Oh, and I really love that shield pressure from the Nair, because he was expecting that from Warner and not able to find the up air either. But you can just see those jabs, and it's going to be the weak down air, not enough to spike, but enough to put a little bit of sweat on Warner.
Yeah, scary position there, and I do like that you pointed out the shield pressure there, because that is kind of one of the things that Greninja struggles with the most, is that like he doesn't have the greatest burst options, especially out of shield. So if Styles is able to capitalize on that, more things will definitely go his way here.
Yeah, we are seeing a lot of the F tilts from Styles. It's something that he can use just as a quick sort of turnaround tool, get off me, anything that he can against Warner, who wasn't able to make it off of the ledge that time. Styles sealing out the first game, but with 72%, this is doable for Warner.
For sure. Greninja, I think we are maybe in the, I'm not too sure the percent range, but down tilt up smash is a true combo at percent. We might be there. DSS is kind of light though, so I wouldn't be surprised if we're out of the range now.
Yeah, we are seeing some down tilts from Styles himself, who having these stairs, just trying to chase Warner, who is looking to retreat under this upper platform, and finding him exactly where he's been going. You know, oh, got paralyzed by the down smash, but was still able to survive it. We did see the side B come out, and it wasn't enough to take his stock just yet, but you can see that roll get up, missing, like low profiling the side B, and successfully able to take the stock.
Yeah, very good stuff from Warner, you know, able to convert off of that grab, get the back air. But now, got a bit of percent to make up here. Greninja does definitely have like burst combos, but not the highest like damage dealing capabilities, I would say. So it's really going to be on Warner to really make this comeback. Although getting caught by the laser whip from Styles there.
Yeah, that side B is pretty strong, and converting the Nair into the up smash, we are going to be seeing a couple of up airs as Warner is finding himself on his final stock, trying to bring Styles over into the corner. That shadow sneak, it was a crazy one if I have ever seen it. Able to get the side B off stage, and Warner looking worse for the wear despite surviving that.
Yeah, Styles is putting on so much pressure. Really clean execution on the back air, able to find that up B that Warner used to get back to the stage. So Styles taking a pretty confident game 1 here. Gonna have to see how Warner adjusts to this play style he's been confronted with.
I think one of the main differences of this matchup that we forgot to highlight earlier is that both of these are known for being very slippery characters, very heavily rely upon their speed, upon their movement, but I think that Styles has been much more successful at being able to rack up these early percentage leads from Warner, and that's one of the big differences that meant that he was on the back foot for those whole last 2 stocks.
For sure, and I feel like he's been able to commit less to get these hits off than Warner has, and that's really been making a difference, as we do see that the hit is gonna be killing. 7% on the board for Styles here. Definitely not a great first stock for Warner at all.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. And again, this is where the PS2 choice is coming back to bite him a little bit, because you have those low ceilings. So ZSS is able to make so much off of her up airs, up Bs. Styles hoping to continue some of this momentum. We did see the up tilt into up air. Warner trying to keep him in the corner a little bit longer, but at only 33%, he hasn't been able to chip away much at anything.
Yeah, this has been just a major struggle here because we've been getting the hits, we're getting these uppers here, but like once it comes time, once we actually get the kill percent, that's going to be something that Warner's going to have to figure out. Styles has been playing very elusive here. It's been super hard for Warner to get anything too decisive. Getting hit by the uppy, barely hanging on here. And I hate to say, but Warner is looking kind of lost here in this game number 2.
We have been seeing a bit more aggressive options from him, successfully able to get the grab. That actually would have been a great place for him to up smash, but unfortunately not able to get it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Made it back to the center of the stage, and we see those F tilts coming out from Styles, and it is actually going to be the tail end of the uppy to take the stock. Warner really just needs to put his foot on the gas pedal and keep it there right now.
For sure. I am liking the idea from Warner, finally finding that edge guard there. That might just be kind of the context in which we're going to be finding most of our kills in this set, is just off stage. Putting that back out first, making sure that back air is locked and loaded, because that's going to be our probably most consistent option out there to throw in terms of like finding these stocks, but gotta get past this stock first.
There's a couple of the back airs that you were just mentioning, Snick, trying to utilizing the nair in order to stall out the flip jump. That was really awesome from Warner, who is now finding himself at the center of the stage once again. That grab, it's such a slow startup, but it's something that Styles has been consistently hitting so well, and it's really important on such a lighter character like Greninja that he's able to put like some of that pummel damage really adds up.
It can indeed, and when you're in the lead by this much, like, you don't need big hits, you don't need big interaction to happen. As long as you are whittling down your opponent consistently, the game is eventually going to go your way.
Yes, and we can see ourselves returning to neutral, those stairs coming out from Styles, who I think Warner has gotten wise to the fact that he is looking for these down smashes, he's looking for anything to sort of paralyze him, but that's why he is either hesitating, sort of teching in place, rolling away. He doesn't want to be anywhere near a situation that would force that. A good up tilt there from Styles, going to catch Warner and sending him already to this side of the stage. That fair actually going to be closing things out at the center.
Very decisive hit from Warner in that stock number 2, but Styles going to be replying right back with side B to take back game number 2 there. Warner definitely showing some signs of life, though. I'm starting to see some adaptations happening. I think the gears are starting to turn in Warner's head, so I'm not going to rule out a, at the very least, like a game win from Warner in this game number 3.
Yeah, he was not happy about that first stock.
Yeah.
You're not seeing a player camera, but Styles had a particularly satisfied grin after that.
Yeah.
But Warner finally starting to put the pieces together. I imagine that we are going to be seeing something a little different from him in this next game, and looks like he is the first one to put Styles into a corner.
Yeah, was able to find the dash attack first, get nice little string there, 43%. Not horrible. We've been seeing some pretty like good characters, but like 43 off of a string for like non-DLC is decent.
Yeah.
And kind of now playing the more standoffish game here, but Styles tracking him like a hawk here. Really just beating the brakes off him right now, having stuck at ledge. Finally gets off with that nair and gets a down tilt into the up smash. Okay, that was at like 90. That is really good to know.
Yeah, you get that down smash into the up B. It's still not going to be enough for Styles. Warner able to land and, you know, air dodging away after you press that B in the flip jump. But as we are making it back successfully, we are shielding these side Bs. He knows to do that because that would have definitely taken his stock if it had hit successfully. And you can see Styles is looking for these more aggressive options because he knows that it's something that'll take Warner's stock, and he's prepared. He's waiting for it. He's punishing accordingly. Look at these nairs.
Yeah, just really holding on to these leads. That's what you want to be seeing from these players. Finally getting caught out by the side B, but like when you have a player who is like acutely aware of the matchup and the kill options that the opponent is going to be going for, what's really going to set them apart is how they play in that situation, how they play specifically around those kill options. But getting back to neutral here, Styles catching all of these options from Warner here, making it super difficult to have any room to breathe.
It's because he started grabbing. That's exactly what he started doing. He wasn't going for it in the first part of the game. Warner started winning, and then successfully able to punish the up smash. But the grabs have been getting some mileage for Styles. Warner trying to stay away now so as not to deal with any of them. And you know, I love that waiting to recover. He doesn't want to have anything to do with the side B either. Successfully finding the back air, and now Styles has to fight his way out of this corner.
Yeah, and Warner on 124% gonna be caught by the up smash there, and definitely not happy about that. We've been getting some periodic onomatopoeia coming out from that side of the table.
That was an unfortunate shadow sneak from Warner, but as we have reset things to neutral, we're seeing those Zairs, the grabs, down tilt again from Styles, just anything that he can to sort of chip away at the damage. Only 71%. He wasn't able to get that second grab, but wasn't sure. I'm not so sure about that up smash that we saw from Warner.
Yeah, I'm imagining that was supposed to be like a jump up air, but had a bit of a miss input there. Tried to mess up Styles' recovery with the up B, not quite able to do so. Styles perfectly timed that air dodge.
Yeah, I was glad to see Warner finding a punishment for that flip jump, and successfully able to get back as well with the get up attack. Having a good grab into the back throw. This is definitely kill percent, and if Warner can hold on to this stock, this could spell a very important change of pace. Great landing fair from Warner, going to be living to see another stock.
Yeah. And it's really going to be on Warner because, like, we've been seeing these fairs hit, but they've been so few and far between in terms of, like, their accuracy. And I feel like that's really been to Warner's detriment here. It's just been kind of a monumental feat to just get any sort of, like, successful interaction in this matchup for Warner. Getting the Nair into the F smash, that's a bit of a new one for me.
Yeah, he does. I am seeing something good from Warner, and it's that right now he slowed things down. He knows that he is near losing his stock. That flip jump going to be catching him, and a trade again. I can also see that Styles understands that Warner has slowed the pace and is now being a little bit less aggressive himself. That side B at ledge, though, the aggressive option to go for, and that is a 3-0 for Styles, making it to top 8 at this Summit MDVA.